announcing the arrival of past District Governor, Engineer John Chia, and spouse Doreen, ushered in by Charter Member, past President Chong Kok Ping, and spouse Wong, and spouse Tavan by Dr. Sanjay. Announcing the arrival of past District Governor Fong Ho Bei and spouse Phyllis by past President Harry Ng. Announcing the arrival of past District Governor Datuk Stephen Wan Ulong and spouse Latin Richie by past President Jerry Lau and spouse Annie. And spouse Fancy. Announcing the arrival of past District Governor Abang Nawawi, Abang Rahman, and spouse Haja Sahia by past President Sin Chio Hong and spouse Chun Pei. Announcing the arrival of past District Governor David Tong and spouse Eileen by past President Sylvester Fong and spouse Iris. Announcing the arrival of past District Governor Dr. Ivor Ivatasan by past President Tai Si Hang and spouse. Announcing the arrival of past District Governor Dr. Linda Chi by past President Gladys Pang and spouse Kang Boon San. The PDGs are now in this hall. The guests of honor were accompanied by District 3310 Governor Chew Lim Bok and District First Lady Phyllis. Organizing Chair, Past President Dolly Yap and spouse Han Beng Wan. Incoming District 3310 Governor Haji Andri Suharto and spouse Haja Mauzan. Host Club President Stephen Pang and spouse Daphne Sin, RIE Public Image Coordinator for Zone 6B, past District Governor Dr. Ranjindra Singh and spouse Surendra, past District Governor Choi Jun Ho, Rotary Club of Seosan, Korea and spouse Jan Sanja. Guests of honor and Chairman of Council of Past District Governors, past District Governor Teh Kim An and spouse Pat Tay. District 3310 Governor Chew Lim Bok and District First Lady Phyllis. Organizing Chair, past President Dolly Yap and spouse Han Beng Wan. Incoming District 3310 Governor Haji Andri Suharto and spouse Haja Nozan. Host Club President Stephen Pang and spouse Daphne Sin. RI Public Image Coordinator for Zone 6B, past District Governor Dr. Rajendra Singh and spouse Surendra. Past District Governor Choi Jun Ho, Rotary Club of Seosan, Korea, District 3620 and spouse Jan Sanja. Past District Governor Dr. Weldao Lim Leng Lek of Tin Tai Ngam, Chiang Mai 3360, Thailand. Past Past District Governor Dr. Philbert Chin, Past District Governor Dr. Engineer John Chia and spouse Doreen, Past District Governor George Ginibun and spouse Margaret, Past District Governor M. Jayasingham and spouse Havam, Past District Governor Fong Ho Beng and spouse Phyllis, Past District Governor Datuk Stephen Wan Ulok and spouse Datin Bridget, Past District Governor Lim Hock Tek and spouse Sally, Past District Governor Abang Nawawi, Abang Drahman and spouse Haja Salvia, Past District Governor David Tong and spouse Irene, Past District Governor Dr. Ivor Divatasan, Past District Governor Dr. Uda Chin, Past District Governor Christian and spouse Shirley, Past District Governor Edward Burungo, Past District Governor Datuk Haji Zaini Abdul Al-Qasa and spouse Datin Haja Halima, District Governor nominee Philip Chong and spouse Len No, District Governor nominee designate Michael E, Assistant Governors and the spouses, District Officers and the spouses, District Rotary Representative Chantal Ko Wei Ting, Club Presidents, Past Presidents, Presidents-elect, incoming Assistant Governors, incoming District Officers, visiting Rotarians from the Rotary Club of Seosan, South Korea, District 3620, Rotary Club of Intayam, Chiang Mai, Thailand 3360, Rotary Club of Teluk Intan, District 3300, Rotary Club of Greater Kuala Lumpur, Rotary Club of Tanjung Bunga, Penang, Rotary Club of Titiwangsa, Rotarians, spouses, Rotarians and their spouses, Rotaractors and Interactors, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was a long list. Thank you. Well, thanks for coming this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Past President K.N. Chua from the Rotary Club of Johor Bahru. Yeah, thank you. Well, good evening once again and welcome to this evening's Governor's Banquet. And I would like you to sit back, enjoy yourself, relax, and enjoy good fellowship, food, drinks, as well as tonight's programs. They all line up for you. The highlight of this evening's program is the installation of our new governor, Andre Suharto. And ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the speeches, even if you're not too interested, you've got no choice. And the other thing that as an MC, I've written a speech of about half an hour, and about to read to you. But I thought if I read that speech to you, they'll kill me, So I thought I'd rather tell you a story about 2 minutes only. Is it alright? Okay, listen carefully. This woman, she was shopping with her husband, and she notices a pair of shoes. She liked it so much and wanted them real bad. She told her husband, darling, can you buy this pair of shoes for me? Tonight we can have candlelight dinner, Reluctantly, he looked at the price tag and said, walao, don't pray, so expensive. I cannot afford it. No, we should not buy this pair of shoes. Let's go home. Wait till they give 90% discount, then we come and buy. The wife got very angry, went home, but she kept her cool. After dinner, as usual, the husband tried to be very nice. All the movies are over, the Korean movies all over already. He started to whisper into her ears, placing his hands on her waist. And you know what he whispered into the ears? I'm sure you can imagine, I don't have to tell you. Suddenly, she got so angry and she snaps at him. "What talking you, man?" she said. "What talking you? You are not, if you are not willing to shoe your horse, don't even think of riding it. What talking you, man?" I don't know whether you got this joke. This is Singaporean joke. So, gentlemen, if you go back and if your wife says to you, "What talking you?" You're finished. You know, this long-winded MC was delivering his speech at a grand Rotary function like this, when he noticed a beautiful blonde sitting over the other side of the table. This beauty winked at him and passed a note to him with the letterings KISS, KISS. Well, he was elated. He thought that he had almost forgotten his notes, and he said that this is never had such luck in his life. He opened the note, and to his horror, it was written, "Keep it short, you stupid." You don't laugh at my jokes. All right, thank you. We are now called upon past District Governor Datuk Stephen Wan Ulok of the Rotary Club of Kuching to lead us to drink a toast to Duli Yang Maha Mulia, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong.
My fellow Rotarians, volunteers, ladies and gentlemen of Rotary, it is my honor and pleasure to call upon all of you to stand up and drink a toast to Duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong, Malaysia.
Guests of honor, PDG, Tegiman and your charming spouse, Pat, District Governor, Gimbok and your spouse, Phyllis, incoming Governor, Andre Suharto and your spouse, Hagia Nuzam, distinguished guests, fellow Rotarians. With greatest pleasure, please join in the toast to His Majesty, the Sultan of Johor, Dwala Tuanku.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we call upon past District Governor Dr. Philbert Chin of the Rotary Club of Singapore to lead us to drink a toast to Rotary International.
Ladies and gentlemen, since this is a Rotary function and you are all Rotarians and or guests of Rotarian, may I take this opportunity to perhaps do something a little bit extraordinary, and that is to remind you that you are members of the greatest service organization in this world. And do remember that when you join Rotary, you are committed to do service above self. And that is Rotary. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Rotary International. Thank you.
Thank you, PDG. Thank you. Kindly be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, next we have the address by the organizing chairperson, past President Dolly Yap of the Rotary Club. Let's give her a big hand, please. Without her, we are not going to have this function.
very warm welcome to guest of honor, past District Governor Tekiman and spouse Patty, District Governor Chipinbok, and District First Lady Phyllis, and my dear fellow Rotarians and charming guests. How are you feeling?
Great!
Really?
Yeah!
Thank you. I'm feeling very good because after this speech, I can rest. A very warm welcome to guest of honor, past District Governor Tekiman and spouse Patty, District Governor Chipinbok, and District First Lady Phyllis, and my dear fellow Rotarians and charming guests. How are you feeling?
Great!
Really?
Yeah!
Thank you. I'm feeling very good because after this speech, I can rest. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Pulai, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone here for attending the event and tonight's dinner. The 24th District Training Assembly has been a very challenging event for me. Have you ever thought of how long it takes to plan such an event? Have you? Do you know that the next event, the banner is already up? It takes 9 months to give birth to a child. For a mother-to-be, she just had to enjoy the growth of a child in her, eating all the nourishing food. With the organizing committee, it took us more than 9 months. We work hand in hand to ensure that everything is in order for you. All you need to do is just make your journey here. Is that very difficult? No? I'm happy. I'm very happy. And because we did not have to extend the early birth deadline. Yes, we indeed engaged Rotary, changed lives. With the leadership of District Governor Chew Kim Bok, we have moved on, we have progressed, and we are committed. Am I right? That's not very good applause. Yes? Yay! He did so much for us, you know. Can you please say yes? One more time. Yay, that's good. Now we are getting on to the next. Okay, before I make my report, I would like to share with you some of the experiences. It's more than 9 months, you know. Being an organizing chairperson, it is a tough job. I said job because I felt I'm working for a very big organization. I think Dr. Philip Chin just agreed with me on that, right? I had to report to my club, to my organizing committee, and with 3 lifelines to call, but you're not getting any money. Thank you to District Governor Chew Kim Bok, past District Governor Fong Ho Beng, my lifeline in Singapore, and income, and I forgot, my dearest friend. I call him my friend, Dato past District Governor Zaini. I call him after his bedtime. And incoming District Governor Andre, and spouse of DISTAS guidance. There's someone that I like to especially mention this evening. We argue from day 1 and fight from day 2, and day 3 we intend to walk out of each other. There are times I would just like to give up. It's indeed tough. I was working with someone of the past and I'm of the future. I meant we encourage online, but he prefers offline. When we first started, he said, too early to plan. After a few months, he said, still have time. And then when the date gets closer, he said, no time. It has been a nightmare. At the end of it, he said, no need to do. Please give us President Joseph Chua a big round of applause. tonight that I spoke of you. Plenty, Jen. To my president, Stephen Pang, and club members, thank you for believing in me that I could make it, or we could make it. Special thanks to spouse Stephanie, the chair lady for the spouse program, Rotarian Crystal, Rotarian Mandy, Rotarian Agnes, Rotarian Dr. Chai, and Rotarian Ho, our very young members. Thank you for giving me your energy the last few days at the Secretariat. And I'd also like to thank Dr. Ho, guidance, and he said, Dolly, let's do it. He's very encouraging when I'm down, and I'm really inspired by him sometimes when I'm down. And I'm very happy because he really gave me a lot of encouragement, and his spouse too. My list, thank you. My list could go on and on, but the interesting part is working hand in hand with incoming District Governor Andre. His love for Rotary and devotion is definitely 101%. I believe he shall light up Rotary. He once asked me, how many do you think will be attending the governor's banquet? My answer to him is, it all depends on how much they love you. Your answer is here tonight, incoming District Governor. We have 44 tables. In fact, 2 is on reserve because we have the online, offline, so they cannot tally. Yes, last night we have 33 tables. Our attendance, 62 presidents-elect, delegates 320, welcome dinner as I mentioned, about 330, in fact some of them did not turn up, so it should be more than 330. Governor's banquet, maybe some did not turn out, so we might have 450. Guest speaker 4, guests from other station, we have 3. There is from the district 3360, 3300, too tired, I copied 3362, so one is missing. So it's district 3620 from Korea. We have 8 Rotarians. Yes. We have Rick Protectors. Newcomers, we lost count. I think there are quite a lot of us. I'm indeed very touched by the number of past district governors attending tonight. I believe in them as they are the founders of our district. Without them, we shall not move on to greater heights. Do you believe that? What's so quiet? Thank you to District Trainer, District Governor nominee Philip Chong. It has been a pleasure working with you. He's not only a planner, but a joker. I said to him that we are going to, the theme of the night is back to the 60s. He wrote back to me and said, Dolly, I'm already out of shape. How to fit in those clothes? On behalf of the Rotary Club Kulai, I would like to say thank you to Rotary Club of Kuching Central for helping out in sourcing advertisement funds. To past President Thomas and Rotarian Yahao for their generous support to host the House of Friendships. Let me tell you, this is one you will not want to miss. You have everything in there. That's right. And to those whom I did not mention, who have supported us in one way or another, you shall be remembered. And before I end off, Rotary Club Kulai is indeed honored to be able to organize such a district event. At this moment, I do not know how much we are making or at a loss. When I first did my budget, it was a minus sign. Without advertisement contributions, I will not be able to provide you with the numbers of entertainments. Since the money collected is meant for this event, I hope that I have handled the funds well, and I would like to share my intentions with you. I hope to be able, that is if I make money, to return some money back to the district, help to buy more bicycles to support the Cambodian project, the ICE project, education fund, and the patients who are unable to pay for the dialysis dues. And hopefully maybe a joint project with Rotary Club of Kuching Central. I wish to say more, but I worry I might lost my voice. Please have a good evening and enjoy the night. Thank you.
This is also an advice, you know. They say that if your father is poor, it is fit. But if your father-in-law is poor, you're stupid. Now at least you're listening. They say that having a wife is part of living, but having a wife and girlfriend is art of living. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now call upon our district governor, Governor Chew Yim Bok, to address us. Kindly give me a big hand, please.
Guest of honor, past district governor Teh Kim An and spouse Pat Teh, distinguished guests, my fellow Rotarians, good evening. Tonight, I'm addressing you with mixed feelings. I'm not going to cry, but my initial feeling is that of a sadness, knowing that in about 3 months plus 2 days time, 3 months plus 2 days, no discount, my terms in office as the district governor will be over. I'll be joining the rank of the other past district governors who have come before me. Can you imagine? Past district governor, PDG, permanent dining guest. Past, dead, and gone. However you wish to call it, you will be a badge of honor which I will cherish. I remember in a similar ceremony a year ago, I was an eager beaver waiting to wear this, the governor's jewel, around my neck. I was well aware of the heavy responsibility placed upon me, and I was ready to lead the district to greater heights. My 2 years as governor nominee, followed by 1 year as governor-elect, and my training at San Diego had given me the confidence that I can do a good job. The support and encouragement given to me by the senior Rotarians were invaluable. If nothing else, Rotary International ensures that all governors are fully prepared by the time they take office. The training can sometimes be quite daunting. There are numerous letters that comes in very quickly, and you also receive from the Rotary International headquarters the governor's training manual, just like the president-elect manual. And this manual is as thick as the Bible. I mean, I'm not a Christian, but my Bible is very thick. So prior to the training at San Diego, we have to attend governor-elect training seminar, which is held in conjunction with the Rotary Institute. The eye-opener and overwhelming experience is at the International Assembly at San Diego. For the first time, you truly experience what a large organization Rotary is. Your classmates all fellow governors from all the world, from more than 530 districts, speaking almost every language as they are countries. For the first and probably the only time, you come face to face with the entire board of directors, trustees, including a host of past RI presidents, many of whom you admire deeply. You get to meet the president, shake his hand for the first time. Outside the plenary hall, there is a prominent banner with the words, "Enter to learn," and on the other end are the words, "Go forth to serve." All Rotary leaders live by this mantra. We learn in order to serve mankind. I'm telling you this because in many ways, the District Training Assembly is a scaled down version of what I had to go through. Rotary International ensures that all incoming presidents, club and district officers receive proper training in order to equip them for the year ahead. Our district trainer, district governor nominee, Philip Chong and his training team have gone a great length to ensure that you get quality training you deserve. Sadly, this effort is often not fully appreciated. Some have labeled the district assembly and PETS as a waste of time. Some find excuses not to attend. This is unfortunate. However, there is light in the other end tunnel. I have received numerous positive feedback on the recent district assembly, training assembly is now known as, and PETS. For without proper and updated knowledge, we can never progress. Many Rotarians still live in the past. They do not keep up with the rapid changes of Rotary and can become an obstacle to newer Rotarians who look to them for guidance. At least 2 president-elects I spoke to during the last couple of days complained to me that they are facing frustration in their club. They say some of their older Rotarians or members who are past presidents are creating obstacles for them. I don't understand why. But on further province, he said, they prevent me from recruiting members, they prevent me from doing service project. In the first place, I don't see these past presidents in events like this. So how can they be updated? Members of the medical professions and the legal professions will tell you that it is mandatory that they attend regular refresher courses or continue education to have their practicing license renewed annually. So you are here this weekend to learn about servant leadership skills. So in my speech at the opening ceremony last night, I urge all of you to seriously consider what kind of legacy you want to leave behind. Are you content to go down in the history of your club as an also ran or just one of those presidents or club officers who did nothing to improve the club? Are you content to allow your club to drift on aimlessly until someone else takes over? Every now and then, we will see how quickly a vibrant club can be brought to ruins because of one such individual. I won't want to elaborate on any specific example, but to me, there are no weak clubs, only weak leaders. As a tradition this evening marks the changing of guards. Incoming governors, Haji Andre Suharto has gone through this intense training required of him. He has prepared himself well, and I'm certain that he will make an excellent district governor. in about 30 minutes time. I will be handing over this governor's jewel to him. However, please be reminded that I'm still your district governor until June 30th. Somebody reminded me it's 3 months time, but I replied it's 3 months and 2 days. No discount. No discount. Okay, before I end, my wife and I would like to thank everyone for your warm hospitality and wonderful support during the past 9 months. I will elaborate further and give you my report card at the district conference in May in Penang. So please be there. Tonight is the night for incoming Governor Haji Andre Suharto, and rightly all the limelight should be on him. I wish him all the best for the next Rotary year as we light up Rotary, while continue to engage Rotary and change more lives. I thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Each time when I want to look for jokes, you either get drums jokes or mental jokes or Singaporean. There was a dying husband who said to his wife, "Darling, before I die, there's something that I have to confess." "There's nothing to confess," said the weeping wife. "It's all right, everything is all right." "Oh no, it's not all right. I just want to confess that I have been unfaithful to you." She stroked his hand and said, "Darling, don't worry. I know all about it." "What? You mean you do?" he gasped. "Sure, darling. Why else would I poison you?" Ladies and gentlemen, dinner will now be served, and while serving, the drummers from this drum performance by the Unity Drums of Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Sultan Ibrahim Kulai Johor will entertain us with their drums. Dinner is served. Yeah, at least you clap. They stole the steering wheel, the brake pedal, radio, and even the accelerator. However, before the police arrived at the scene, the drunk called the police again. Never mind, sir. Actually, I got into the back seat by mistake. It's a 40-seater, and if you'd like to go along on that bus, you can either check with Past President Dolly or the Secretariat. It is also my honor to recognize the spouse of Past President Gladys Pang, who is Past President Pang Boon's son, who together ushered Past District Governor Dr. Udachin into this ballroom earlier. Thank you. It is now my honor to invite Past President David Tong to up on stage to introduce the District Governor-elect 3310, Andre Suharto. Past President David Tong, please.
Good evening. Good evening. Guest of honor, PDG Teh Imam and spouse, Pete, District Governor Jim Bok and First Lady Phillips, incoming District Governor Haji Andre Suharto and incoming First Lady Nozan Bujang. District Governor nominee Philip and District Governor nominee Designate Michael Yee, Chairperson of the Organizing Committee Dolly Yap and spouse Han Beng Guan, distinguished Rotarians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure, privilege and honor to be called by the organizing committee to introduce incoming District Governor Andre Suharto and also incoming First Lady Nozan. With Andre's permission, I would like my introduction to be more about Andre Suharto as a person, the man, and Nozan the women. I will go through his family, bit of his family background, where he came from, what he did for his studies, how he met Nozan, the 2 wedding anniversary celebration they actually got through. A bit about the children, the businesses. I hope by the end of my introduction, Rotarians here
will know a little bit more about this great friend, this great Rotarian. I'll also, of course, deal with some of his achievements in Rotary and also outside Rotary. Can we have the slide, the first one? Is it on? Oh, sorry. Okay. Born in Jakarta, Indonesia, on the 26th of September, 1959. That means Andre is about 54, 55 years old now. So it's very quite young for a district governor. Most of us became district governor at the age of 60 plus. So Andre, relatively young. And I'm also, Gibo also relatively young. Eldest child of a total of 4. His 3 younger siblings are girls, namely Farida Angelina, who is a senior vice president of Hong Kong Shanghai Bank in Indonesia. Farida Rosalina, who lives in Singapore as housewife, looking after 3 children, was studying there, and the youngest, Farida Mariska, who works for Credit Suisse in Singapore. A lot of bankers in the house. Andre's father is Javanese, and his mother is half Manado, North Sulawesi, and half Chinese. And I think you can see the Chinese part on Andre. Andre's father was a business person in the electronic defense industry, whose company in Jakarta represented Siemens Plessy, that subsequently became part of a large British company, and I believe it is aerospace. A very successful family he came from. In early 1972, Andre was sent to Singapore together with Angelina at the young age of 13. In the 5 years that Andre was in Singapore studying, he had never set foot in Malaysia, not even David. Why? Because he's taken the opportunity each time to go back to Jakarta and, of course, be with his family. After completion of a GCE O-level, Andre went to UK to pursue his A-level. That was when he met Norton. I don't know why he went to UK, but you know. When he met Norton, was then the friend of Angelina, who he must have worked on Angelina to get to meet Norton, I think. And Angelina and Norton used to join the group of 10 or so Indonesians at lunchtime, and they were studying at a college in UK. Norton was born in Kuching, Sarawak. Her parents are Sarawak Malay. Her father was one of the earliest Malay graduates from the University of Malaya, located in Singapore. It was in 1979 that Andre first met Norton. Andre was a fast worker. Norton fell for him soon after their first meeting. No, so charming, our incoming DGS, he's still very charming. After completion of their A-level, Andre went to the University of Essex to do computing science. After completing his first year at Essex University, they were engaged in August 1982. After the engagement, both continued to study in UK, Andre continued with Essex University, while Nozan continued her diploma in business studies at the Central London Polytechnic. Andre graduated in June 1984. They married on 11 August 1984. They decided not worth the effort to have the wedding ceremonies held in two places because they wanted to go to honeymoon quickly. Who wouldn't? They had two wedding anniversaries. One, a Malay traditional wedding, and a Javanese wedding. I've actually asked him if I have his permission. But two weddings, the same women, huh? I have his permission to show some very colorful costumes. Doesn't he look good? No wonder the Nozan fell for him so quickly. Next one. Next one. Next one. Okay. See, the two weddings, one was held on the same day. You know, Andre very time conscious, and he just want to get away for honeymoon quickly. One was in the daytime, the other one as a reception is on wedding service in the evening. Andre's first visit to Malaysia was to Kuching for the engagement. It was as if he already knew or had the instinct that he would settle in Malaysia eventually, which, as you know, he did. After the wedding, Andre decided to continue with his postgraduate diploma in accounting and finance. This treasure, please, this man knows accounting. School of Economics, University of London, top university, you know. Upon completion in 1985, he went back to Kuching. But then, Nota was already in Kuching 2 months earlier, and she was expecting a baby girl. I told you Andre was a fast worker. On the 14th of July 1985, they had their first child, Karina, followed by Pika on the 19th of December 1986, and then Erwan on 29th of December 1990. All of them hold Malaysian passports. Andre was the only one without a Malaysian nationality. He's the only foreigner in the house. They decided to live in Kuching because Nozan could not stand the busy and congested traffic in Jakarta. Very wise. Andre worked in the computer company in Kuching for nearly 2 years. He left the company to join Council Sarawak Sdn Bhd in early 1987 and became a partner in Rabinan Hijau Group. Council now provides SAP integrated business software licenses and consulting services. Those of you who are in this segment of business, SAP is not an easy software, it's a huge software. And as you know, Andre is a great computer man. You work with SAP and so on, you got to be very good with computer. And I know he is. While Andre was focusing on the IT business, Nozan was very much focused on the Toyota car dealership. You know, we actually been to his operation in Kuching, and he has a very beautiful setup there. He was also involved in imported reconditioned car business. Andre became involved in the Toyota car dealership business in 2009. When Nozan requested his involvement for the setup of a 3S center. Andre was instrumental in planning, recruiting, purchasing of technical equipment, and the construction of the building for Best Motors Corporation Center Bahad that he owned. Since 9th of November 2011, the new business has registered more than 100% growth in unit sales of new cars. 100% growth. That's fantastic. Early last year, Andre ventured into rubber wood processing for export. The first export was done only a few weeks ago. Congratulations, Andre. A little bit about Rotary. I know he has got a long list of Rotary achievements, but I think I'll just briefly cover this area because we all know him, strong Rotarian, great pillar of his club. So I will just deal with some of the achievements. He is a charter member of Rotary Club of Kuching Central and became its president in 1995-1996. He was appointed Assistant Governor for Group 10 Kuching for the year 2002 to 2003. His first appointment at district level started in 1998 as a district webmaster and district award chairman. Since then, his active involvement at district level is on the annual basis. So every year he is doing something for the district. And he was appointed district trainer for the year 2008-2009. Andre held several various posts at club level since the club's charter. He was instrumental in getting the club to adopt avoidable blindness initiatives as one of the club's signature projects, especially the eye screening and cataract operations. He project managed the first eye screening project in the rural area of Kapit in Sarawak for 650 people. He was also active in successfully getting support of CIMB Foundation. You know, this is CIMB Bank. Recently I had the fortune of listening to the chairman of that bank. I forgot his name, but he's the brother of your Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of Malaysia. He was actually successfully getting support for CIMB Bank Foundation to finance the cataract operations for the low-income group. When asked what does CIMB stands for, the chairman is quite a humorous person. He says it stands for Chinese Indian Malay Bank. That's cute, huh? Andre is also currently founder and chairman of the Malaysian Computer and Multimedia Industry Association for Sarawak chapter. He was also head of the Indonesian Gathering Election Center, where he actually oversees the facilitation of voting for Indonesians living in Sarawak, and they vote for their GE Gathering election. Andre took up golf in 1985 upon setting foot in Kuching permanently, and eventually the game was contagious to Nozan. You know, Andre and Nozan are passionate golfers, but Nozan is a better player. Well, when it comes to your club, you know, if you want to get a good report, you better feed him well. But he goes for very simple food. He put up the slides what his favorite food are. Okay. Andre Popiah, beef noodle, and all kinds of seafood, Northern Sarawak laksa, and Indonesian food. But for the change, they like Indonesian food, Indonesian cuisine. So you don't know what food they like. Next slide, please. Now this is a photo of the incoming first family. On the, depending on where you sit, the beautiful girl, the lady Fatika, she's 28 years old, 28, and the handsome boy looks like the father. The one is the young man in the photo. He's 24. Atika is getting married in May 2014 to a very fortunate person, fortunate man. His name is Nick Yusof, and he has Kelantan and Terengganu origins. A little mini United Nation in the family. At this stage, I would like to request the incoming First Lady to come to the stage so that you can see them in the flesh. And also, Nick Yusof, please, will you please join the family. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank I'd like to thank Andre and the family for allowing us to share the personal side of the family with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Past District Governor David Tong. My humble apologies to you, PDG David Tong, for addressing you as past president just now. Actually, I did it on purpose to see whether these people are listening to me or not. Anyway, humble apologies. Next, we come to the main highlight, and that's to the installation of a district governor-elect 3310 Andre Suharto by District 3310 Governor Chew Kim Bok. It's my honor now to call upon District Governor Chew Kim Bok and District First Lady Phyllis on stage to install Andre, together with guests of honor, past District Governor Tay Kim An as witness. with past District Governor Tee Kim An will now take place. Followed by the photo with outgoing Governor Lim Bok and Phyllis. Now the incoming governor will have a family photo. Family photo for the incoming governor and family.
Wow, this big moment, it has been like what, 2 years plus, and after I came back from San Diego for the training, time really flies. And I can tell you, I could never have imagined that I could make it tonight to where I'm standing, if not because of all of you, and Dolly and members of the Rotary Club of Kulai. Please give them a round of applause. Past District Governor Tee Kim An and his spouse Pat, my District Governor Chu Kim Bok, and spouse Phyllis, Organizing Chairperson Dolly Yip, and his spouse Han. Sorry to have kept her with so many sleepless nights. I tell you, she has actually done a wonderful job. The Rotary Club of Kulai was actually in my radar screen. But before I could call them up and requested them to be invited to play host for tonight's or this weekend function, they actually called me up. P.P. Joseph was the one who called me up and said, Andre, how about if Rotary Club of Kulai were to play host for your district assembly? I said, you have been on my radar screen. And I said, as if we are fated, before I make the call, you have already called me up. And I am really indebted to every one of you. Please give them another round of applause. There are so many things that we did for the very first time, and we didn't know whether it's going to be a good turnout or whether it was a good decision making. For instance, the online registration. I said we have to go online because it is going to help us with all the different countries having to pay and exchange checks every year, sending Singapore having to remit the money from Singapore dollars into ringgit, the Bruneian having to remit in ringgit. If you pay by credit card, this will solve the problem. And it turned out we have so many of you turning up, and it's a record-breaking number. Thank you very much. Many thanks Past District Governor David Tong for the kind introduction of me and my family. Those photos have really actually reminded me to count on how many of the promises that I have made with, or rather to my wife during those days, which have not been fulfilled today. Have I ever thought that I would have landed to live in Kuching? Never. Especially after considering that I was born in a city of more than 15 million people. Has it ever crossed my mind that I may actually find it boring to live in this quiet town of Kuching, which I thought it was very quiet at the time when I first came to Kuching. I was either filled with so much confidence, or I was not too sure whether, I can call myself blind at that time. But more likely the later, because they said that love is blind. But after nearly 30 years that I have been in Kuching, I have never felt boredom eating into my life. I was introduced to Rotary by a Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank branch manager. When I went to this particular branch in Kuching to open up a bank account, not long after I set foot in Kuching for permanent residency, he said, "How would you like to join Rotary?" I said, "What?" And he tried to explain to me. I couldn't understand what he was talking about, but I decided that maybe I should give it the benefit of the doubt, but I know it's something to do with goodness. I said, why don't I give it a try? And that particular branch manager is actually Dr. Richard Lee. Today, he is the advisor to Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation. I invited him to come. Unfortunately, he has gone to China. He is not able to be with us. Now, despite his effort to explain to me what Rotary was all about, I just could not understand. But I was actually invited to attend what they call it an interest meeting for the setting up of a new club, sponsored by the Rotary Club of Kuching. I turned up at the interest meeting at what was then called the Holiday Inn Kuching. You can see the photo of the Holiday Inn Kuching there, the slide. And all I could understand was that there were a lot of these merchant people, business-looking people who were invited in the same meeting. I could not remember exactly what was developed from that meeting, except to say that I ended up as what they call it, Chartered Community Service Director. Wow, sounds so big. I thought I was going to be paid on a monthly basis. And 1 year had passed by, and the second year I was appointed. Now this is the problem, if you do something good and they like you, they keep on appointing you, in Rotary that is how it works. And so they found out that I actually had a qualification in accounting and finance, and they said, you should become the treasurer of the club. And so what happened is that after becoming the community service director, I became the treasurer for not 1 year, not 2 years, but 3 years. As I progressed further, I found a liking and eventually became a president of the Rotary Club of Kuching Central in 1995-96. And at that time, the governor then was this young-looking man by the name of Past District Governor Dr. George Kiddy. Where are you now? There you are. And my perception about district governor at that point in time was that somebody very stern-looking, somebody very strict, somebody that is like coming over with you with a whip, and if you make a mistake, he's going to. But this particular chap was full of joy and humor, and I kind of liked him. And I was inspired. I said, after all, the district governor is not as bad as what I thought they were supposed to be. Now, when they appointed me as a club president, I had mixed feeling because I was the first non-Malaysian to be appointed the president or elected as the president of the club. I remember that they had to actually request for exemption for this appointment from the Registrar of Society of Malaysia, because the Constitution does not allow a foreigner to become an office bearer. But alas, it turned out to be a good year. And through my connection with Microsoft, I managed to convince them to contribute 1.5 million ringgit of computer software for the 75 school computer clubs in Sarawak, who were at the time using a lot of pirated copies of software. And to ask these computer clubs to pay for these licenses would have just been unimaginable. As District Governor David Tong just now mentioned, my first appointment at the district level was in 1988. That was during the day of Dr. Stephen Timothy Wanulok. And that was as a district wardmaster and chairman of the district wards committee. Coincidentally, that was the year when my family and I lost our eldest child, because Karina had an acute asthma attack and she was at the age of 13 years of age then. It was the year I could say I was at the lowest moment of my life. It was the year when my priorities and perspective changed. I was not ready to face that tragedy, and neither was anyone in my family. While many of the family members came to console us and supported us, I never thought that the Rotarians would have so much compassion and concerns. Many of my club members came to be with me and my family every night for more than a week, and thereafter occasionally. They came to my house and stayed past midnight just to keep us company. Their physical presence helped to fill that void in our heart, mind and soul, because the feeling of loneliness and despair were just beyond words. It was as if life was meaningless. It was as if there was no real purpose to go on living. And looking back, many of you may think it was a natural act of compassion to do what you had to do, without realizing the powerful impact that you had left in me and my family. You and Rotary have rekindled the flame in me to move on in life. You have lighted up my life. Therefore, my dear Rotary friends, do not underestimate your actions, because a simple act of kindness and a simple act of love can result in bigger things than you can imagine. As I mentioned to you this morning, one person may think that you are the whole world. If you are able to rekindle the flame in me, you probably can rekindle bigger flame to those who are actually smaller than me. From that moment onward, I decided to give my time and dedication to Rotary. I give not because I have many, but because I know what it is like to have nothing. Each one of us has our strengths and weaknesses. Why? Because we are human. As human beings, we are full of imperfections. We are not perfect. So rather than focus on our weaknesses, and rather than focusing the weaknesses of our Rotary friends, let us focus and synergize the unique strengths that are in each one of us. Let us be more tolerant with each other. The crux of survival in Rotary and the survival of Rotary itself is in the human factor. When a person joins Rotary or any other NGO, it has to be stressed that he joins a group of people of extreme and varied personalities. And the journey to satisfaction as a Rotarian lies in loads of tolerance and understanding and the ability to adjust so that we can promote world understanding and peace and goodwill. One must learn the art of cleverly circumventing them. Oftentimes we are reminded that if we are not happy for any reason and continue to be so, then it makes it difficult to continue with the membership. One of the key issues of continued membership is the respect for other individuals. It is when this respect is lost that the whole meaning to membership is lost. Clubs and their membership is like belonging to a family, and though there may be conflicts if there is goodwill and tolerance added with respect, then these irritations can be set aside. It is strange to see that tolerance, which is one of the key factors, is often forgotten when things are not done in a manner which one may perceive to be the right way. That is the reason why I extended the DISC behavioral assessment to not only presidents-elect, but to all incoming assistant governors and incoming district chairs. The result of the DISC assessment will hopefully help in circumventing possible conflicts. I have also set up President's Chat Group and AG's Chat Group in the WhatsApp on the smartphone that runs on various smartphones, and the idea is for us to get to know each other way before our term starts. I'm happy that I was able to first establish communication with many peers as far back as October last year. And that's the reason why this weekend I have no problem getting to remember all of your names, as if I have known them for some times already. Similarly, with the incoming AGs, I've also included the AGs in the President's Chat Group so that the AGs are aware of the communications that I have been making with all the incoming club presidents. The result of this is that I am already seeing AGs in Singapore having regular get-together, AG in Kuching having breakfast with the 4 president-elects, and I'm given to understand that the AGs in Singapore will plan to go to Johor Bahru to get connected amongst the Johor AGs and PEs. In Kota Kinabalu, they have already met each other. The incoming AG have already met all the 7 incoming club presidents. Fellowship like this will help to get one another better and will make it easier for us to work as a team. I have increased the number of groupings, as you may have realized from the district directory, from 14 to 20 because of the need to reduce the number of clubs in each AG assignment. In northern Johor especially, Singapore, Tawau and Sandakan and Sabah, the expansion took into consideration the health status of the clubs and the distances that the assigned AG has to travel. For instance, now in Tawau you will have 1 AG, and in Sandakan you have another AG, instead of having 1 AG to serve 2 towns. For places like Singapore, the AG does not manage his or her own club. There are also 2 current AGs in Johor that I have appointed to continue during the next Rotary year, because I would like them to provide me input if the new structure will bear better results or not. In Rotary, there may be many who are leaders in their own profession, where their peers and their staff hold them in high regard. Since a Rotary Club is comprising of people of equal status, no one must assume that they can command the other person. Everything you do and say has to be in consideration for the other person. Work in Rotary is by example and through persuasion. Do not expect someone else to do a job which you yourself will not do. As all of us are volunteers, no one should consider himself as being better than the next person. Not even me as your incoming governor. Each one of you is an asset, while one who can spare his time and talent, the other use his resources during times of need, and the other a good organizer, another a good speaker, and the list goes on. We must be realistic that it is nearly impossible to recruit a member that can do everything that an ideal Rotarian is expected to do. Every individual is unique and deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. This is true of individuals we meet in Rotary as fellow Rotarians, for if we do not practice this love and tolerance for one another, it is difficult to enjoy being a Rotarian. Therefore, let us envision to make Rotary as the service organization of choice. And that is the vision that I have actually set for the district. If we can make Rotary as the ideal service organization of choice, you will have no problem in recruiting members. We will have no problem in getting sponsorship and donors. We will have no problem in getting the various communities to request Rotary and Rotary clubs to help them. Why? Because they know that Rotary and Rotarians are reliable people, credible, dependable, trustworthy, and professionals in all our dealings. From that vision statement, I have actually got the various input from many incoming district officers and incoming assistant governors during the DTPS, and this is what they have come out, a mission statement, to be a responsible service organization that works for the betterment of all communities through active participation and involvement of all Rotarians that exemplifies the Greek Rotary values. That is the mission statement. And to Rotarians, before I end my speech, I would like to thank all past district governors for giving me the opportunity to serve and learn so much during your tenure as governor. Please join me to give them a round of applause. But there are some PDGs who were in office as governors prior to 1998, and at that time I had no opportunity to serve as district officer. But nevertheless, I wish to thank you for your contribution and guidance through our friendship, which provided me with much wisdom. Please join me to thank them as well. In case you're wondering why the incoming governor, or rather the outgoing governor, Chu Kim Bok, did not do the introduction of myself, like has been the practice in past years. Instead, past district governor David Tong has been invited to do this job. The reason was because he was the chairman of the district nominating committee that selected me as the governor for next Rotary. So I thought it would be appropriate for him to do the introduction of this particular candidate. Thank you, PDG leaders. Thanks to incoming district trainer DGN Philip Chong and his committee that includes the advisor PDG Fong Ho Bang for coming up with such wonderful and meaningful training programs. Believe me, the job of a district trainer is not easy. I have actually been through that many times. Please join me to give him a round of applause of appreciation. Many thanks to past President Dolly. Where are you, Dolly? I don't see you. Ah, you're there at the back. You're already enjoying yourself. Lately, we have been in constant communication on the phone, on the email, on WhatsApp. I can tell you it was stressful, but it had given me the opportunity to know you better. Please join me to give her a round of applause. And the members of the Rotary Club of Kulai, they were just fantastic. You know, when I arrived on Wednesday, I went to the secretariat room. Everybody was busy. And you know what? I said to myself, what the hell these Rotarians are busy for? Why do they want to sacrifice their time with their family and their business to do this kind of thing? I was puzzled, but it dawned upon me that this is because of the love of Rotary. And I want to thank all of you, members of the Rotary Club of Kulai, for doing a wonderful job. I also would like to thank so many of you over here who made your way here specifically for this dinner. I am not too sure whether is it because of the food, or because Dolly had promised you wonderful entertainment time, or whether is it because of me, but whatever it is, I thank you for your presence, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. To the many Rotarians from outside of our district, from Korea, from Thailand, from District 3300, a great thank you very much. Last but not least, I also want to thank my club members, the Rotary Club of Kuching Central. You know, recollecting about, I think, 2 years ago in 2012, they were pushing me. I suppose they were actually inspired by some of you past district governors in trying to get them to convince me to take up this post. Now, you know, my wife says no, because she is the kind of person who doesn't like to be in the limelight. And so what happened is that when she was supposed to come to the district assembly in Johor Bahru, They were together in the same bus. They chartered the bus because they always come in big numbers from Kuching Central. And in the bus, they painted a very nice rosy picture about this status of being the first district lady. And so they woke on my wife and they said, imagine when your husband becomes a governor, you can play golf in all the different towns in the district. And she said, maybe, okay, all right. And that night, it was actually at the Zone Hotel. I could not sleep because I wasn't too sure whether I could take up the job. And in the end, I went back to members of the Rotary Club of Kuching Central. And the reason why I'm taking up this job, fellow Rotarians, I want you to know that when I was at the lowest moment of my life, you have helped me to be where I am. I have actually picked up the pieces. And I felt that this is the only way I can reciprocate God's goodness. But having said that, I told my Rotarians at Kuching Central, I said, look, finally I decided, okay, I will take up the job, only if you will support me. And everybody said, yes, no problem, no problem. And I said, in writing. And so they told me, they said, okay, why don't you draft up something and let us have a look. And I did, and I gave it to them, and they signed it. They signed it. So I thank you very much to everybody from the Rotary Club of Kuching Central. You guys are just fantastic. That is all I have for my speech. What I would like to do now, to get everybody to do the happy clap. You still remember the happy clap? For those of you who have not been with us since Friday or Thursday, the happy clap is 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 2 times. Okay? Happy clap, go! One more time, happy clap. Thank you very much. You are indeed wonderful. And thank you one more time. Enjoy the evening, and I look forward to working with all of you. And thank you for providing me the opportunity to work with you. All the best. You are part of the best team. This is the team Let's all return to your seats. Food is back on the table. Enjoy your meal. Kindly be seated. I'm waiting for those to be seated so that you are comfortable. Good evening. As a matter of fact, I was very happy. I thought you were so happy, singing, clapping. I don't have to say my speech. You must have forgotten about my speech. But in Rotary, nothing is left undone. Now, to begin with, all I wanted to say have already been said. All the jokes I wanted to say also have been told. So I don't know what to say. But perhaps with my short speech, if you behave well, I shall try and tell you a joke. Now let me see whether I can get my speech back. My speech is going to be short and simple. So here it goes. Outgoing District Governor Chu Kim Mok and charming spouse Philip, incoming District Governor Tuan Haji Andre Suharto and charming spouse Northern, distinguished guests, and my fellow Rotarians. Thank you. First and foremost, Tuan Haji Andre, for your kind invitation to Pat and myself to grace this auspicious occasion. Tonight, we witness the passing of the baton of the District Governor's office from Kim Mok to Andre. It signifies a new era. All of us in District 3310 would like to express our heartfelt congratulations to DG Kim Mok and his team of district officers for a job well done. I know Kim Mok, I think more than 20 years ago, I thought that he should have joined the police force because he has a very strong voice and a very strong command. And he is still young. History was made in our district's contribution to Rotary Foundation, where some $1 million was contributed by our generous Rotarians, especially our Governor Kim Mok. Well, in 3 years' time, our district will gain a healthy return for our district designated funds to be utilized for numerous community service projects within our district. DG Kim Mok and his district team truly has engaged Rotary Change Life in their approach to numerous challenges we encountered throughout this Rotary year.
together with all of our Rotarians. We should be proud that we are part of the international effort to eradicate polio, which saw India being the latest country to be declared polio-free. Today, it is only 4 small areas in Nigeria, Afghanistan, and pockets in Pakistan that Rotary is still fighting to bring it to be free of this dreadful disease. I am confident that our dedicated and hardworking incoming DG, Tuan Haji Andre and his team will bring us to greater heights, which incoming RI President Gary Huang has set in his team of Light Up Rotary, which will bring light to everyone's life, especially during this period of uncertainty in the world. I wish to congratulate incoming DG Tuan Haji Andre Johata and his district team as they take office and wish them success in every endeavor hereon. Together, we will light up Rotary through Rotary's greatest service above self, numerous programs. Thank you. You know why we are enjoying Rotary? Because we do a lot of laughing. So let me try a joke to end up my tonight's speech. Now, before the speaker went up to go up and speak, his wife reminded him, remember the word kiss. He said, sure, I know. Every time I go, you always remind me kiss. Then she said, do you know what is kiss? Yes, I know. It is something like, it is kiss. Kiss means keep it short, simple, you stupid. All right, I will try. So we went up, he was introduced, then he opened up his speech, he talked, first paragraph, then he got warm up, then he went on, he turned back to speak. As he turned back, the crowd in front of him left off. Then he turned to the right, the crowd to his left went back. Then he turned right, same thing happened, the left and the right all went off. But then when he went back to his front, he saw one man sitting alone with his arm folded. He was a bit nervous and he was shaking his leg. Then he looked at the man and said, sir, you have been sitting down there so bravely listening to my speech. And I'm so proud that you stood to the end to listen. Can you tell me, sir, what makes you so brave to sit down there and listen to my speech? I don't know. I'm the next speaker.
Thank you. Please remain on stage, ADG, yes. And now our incoming governor to present a memento to our guests after our place of honor. Yeah, thank you, and we call upon the district governor to be on stage. While I call upon past President Dolly Yap to be on stage to receive a token of appreciation from the incoming governor.
Please help me to go and welcome this lady. Music.
see that our district governor was already talking. President Alfred, DG, can you stay on stage to give to Alfred a token of Alfred? It's on behalf of Miss Vanessa Lee, the professional trainer. Alfred? This is a token of appreciation to Miss Vanessa Lee, the professional trainer, as represented by President Banquet, incoming President of Bugis Junction. Ladies and gentlemen, our incoming First Lady, Nozan, will now present a bouquet of flowers to spouse Pate. We continue to dine. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special program and it's known as belly dancing. It's presented by Aurora Belly Dancing Group. and attract such attraction from you.
Are all the PEs up there already?
I think the second row you cannot see. I think the second row you just stand. Come nearer, please. PEs, please come nearer. Come. PEs.
AGs only up
Never
there.
mind, it's okay. Never mind, it's okay. They're so excited about photo taking.
Okay.
One,
Smile.
two, cheese. Incoming on ready.
Okay, thank you very much.
Next AG.
Okay, now the AGs will come back. Well, my friends, while you are taking pictures, let me wipe up your moment. AGs are up.
Can you please try to look around?
Last
Thank you.
call. Is that all?
Mr.
You need
Anthony
something?
Sparky. Hello, Rotarians. Have you found any clap, please?
Okay, smile. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Okay, very nice.
Okay,
Right.
district committees.
District committees now. District committees are up there. Okay, pose. Smile. Right, thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Singapore PEs, President-elect of Singapore Clubs. Where are you? Nicky Ang, where are you? Nicky? Who's there?
Any more? Wow, run, quick, go. Last call.
I have to get them ready.
Yao, you want to be next? Malaysia PEs, please. Malaysia PEs anymore? Inviting the Malaysian PEs. And Brunei? Brunei is already there. you, Andre, remain standing because I think there's something going on here.
Incoming DG, can you be on stage while we call upon? Ladies and gentlemen, you will see PDG Choi and Mrs. Choi now on stage with the incoming DG. Okay, immediately after this, can the members of the Rotary Club of Kulai be on stage to have a photo session with the incoming DG? Ladies, all the members of the Rotary Club of Kulai, please come forward.
As you are taking the pictures, please enjoy yourself. There's still drinks going on. Please do not leave because there will be a karaoke session. Yes, there's no more house of friendship. So your friendship night is in the biggest room right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the night is still young. So just hang around. We've still got dancing, we've got singing, karaoke, there's so many things. Enjoy good fellowship. Where are the Kulai members? Okay, right. The Kulai Rotarians and the spouses all go up. Come. Oh, no spouses, only Rotarians. Kulai Rotarians. Right up. We come here in the past person we all member of the club. We go past president. Okay, now the Kulai Club will go up. Yeah.
Can we ask the host club to take a picture with you incoming, Mr. Governor?
Millions from the sister club, the Rotary Club of Tin Pioneer, Chiang Mai, Thailand. 3360 to be led by PDG Dr. Weldo Lin Leng Le. After this, PDG. Can I call the rest of the members from the sister club to go on stage? Delegation, right? Yeah. such a big delegation must have chartered a plane. Any more Kuching Central? Agnes and Joanne from Kuching Central. Agnes and Joanne from Kuching Central waiting for you. Please go on stage. Just hold the horses, huh? Agnes is coming. Come go up. Yeah, hold on, one more. Any more? One more.
So we did enjoy that.
One more time.
Okay, one more time. Dr. Ho here is going to accompany me to sing.
If Onward can sing,
Look, young man,